So let's start with the 14th, sixth example of this topic. Okay, and what is said here in this example. So here it is said that the two wires shown in figure are made up of same material and they are having a breaking stress of 8 into 10 to the power 8. So the breaking stress is 8 into 10 to the power 8 Newton per meter square. That is the breaking stress of the material. The area of cross section of the upper wire. So for the upper wire, the area of cross section is 0.006 centimeters square. So on arranging, it will be 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters square. While the lower wire is having a cross section of 0.03 centimeters square. So that would be 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter square. Let us suppose the load here is x kg on the pan, that is the maximum load. So here the mass m1 is given to us, that is 10 kg, and m2 is given to us, that is 20 kg. The hanger is light. Find the maximum load that can be put on hanger without breaking the wire. So I have assumed that weight as x, suppose. So as you can see in the diagram, the maximum load is on the upper wire, because the upper wire is attached to. So what is the tension in the upper wire, if you can see. So here this is the upper wire of area of cross section 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters square. How much tension this particular upper wire is having? So the tension will be equal to 10G plus 20G, as 10G and 20G both weights are acting downward, plus x into G, where G is acceleration due to gravity. While it is very clear that the tension in upper wire divided by its area should be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8 for not breaking. So the tension in upper wire, which is 10G plus 20G plus xg, that is 30G plus xg. So it will be 30 plus x into g divided by area 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 must be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8 without breaking. So 30 plus x into value of g is approximately 10. So I'll put 10 here. Should be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8 into 6 into 10 raised to minus 7. This 10 and 110 cancel, so this becomes plus 7. 10 raised to plus 7, 10 raised to minus 7 will get cancelled. So 30 plus x must be less than or equal to 48. So x should be less than or equal to 48 minus 30. So x should be less than or equal to 18 kg. So in order that the upper wire should not break, the load on the pan should be less than or equal to 18 kg. But this is for upper wire. We need to check also for the lower wire also. So as you can see, the lower wire, so lower wire is the tension on the lower wire is due to m1 and the load on the pan only. So let's take the next page here. Now the lower wire. Now the tension on the lower wire will be equal to 10G plus xg. So the tension on lower wire upon area of cross section, that is stress in the lower wire, should be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8. 8 into 10 to the power 8. Okay. So this will be 10 plus x into g upon area of this wire is 3 into 10 to the power minus 7. That should be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8. So 10 plus x into g is 10 less than or equal to 8 into 10 raised to 8 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 7. So this 10 and 110 cancel, so that would be 7. 10 raised to plus 7, 10 raised to minus 7 will get cancelled, and 8 3s will be 24. So 10 plus x should be 24. So x should be less than or equal to 24 minus 10. So x should be less than or equal to 14. So the lower wire will break if load on the pan is 14 kg, while the upper wire will break if load on the wire is 18 kg. So it is very clear the which wire will likely to break first if load is increased. So obviously on increasing the load from 0 to 18 kg, in between this, when load becomes 14 kg, the lower wire will first break. So therefore the maximum load that can be kept, must be 14 kg, because on putting 18 kg or more than 14 kg in the pan, the lower wire will break. So that's why this is the answer to the first question. Now in the second part of this question, it is said that repeat the above part is M1 is 10 kg and M2 is 36 kg. Okay. So now let's repeat the other part taking M1 and M2 as given values. So here again this is upper wire. Now this is made 36 and this remains 10. Okay. While this is the load in the pan, which is X. Now as you can see, the total tension on the upper wire is due to these three loads. So tension in upper wire divided by area of upper wire should be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8. So tension in upper wire will be equal to 36 G plus 10 G plus X into G divided by area of cross section 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 must be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8. So it would be 46 plus X into value of G as 10 must be less than or equal to 8 into 10 to the power 8 into 6 into 10 raised to minus 7, 10, and this can cancel 7, 10 raised to plus 7, 10 raised to minus 7 get cancelled. 46 plus X should be less than or equal to 8, 6 is 48. So X should be less than or equal to 2 kg. While for the lower wire, this remains same because this mass is 10 kg and this is X. So for lower wire it should be 14 kg. Now it is very clear. When the load in the pan becomes 2 kg, the upper wire will break. While when the load on the pan becomes 14 kg, then the lower wire will break. So obviously the maximum load that can be put without breaking any wire is 2 kg. And in the second case, the upper wire is likely to be break first. While in this case, in the first case, it is the lower wire which is likely to be break first. Okay, thank you.